This question comes from Max, who asks, what if humans could literally control nuclear fusion with their hands?
Max, buckle up because suddenly every backyard barbecue becomes a potential fusion reactor. And yes, your hands just became the most dangerous tools in existence. First, let's talk scale. Fusion is what powers the sun, which means temperatures of millions of degrees and pressures so high that atoms are forced to combine.
Normally, we need massive containment fields, like tokamaks or lasers, just to get a tiny bit of fusion happening for a few seconds.
Max, if you're imagining casually flipping a fusion switch with your fingers, the sun called and it wants its power back.
If humans could control fusion manually, the energy output would be staggering. Just 1 gram of hydrogen undergoing fusion releases about 90 terajoules.
That's roughly equivalent to 21 kilotons of TNT. Max, that's bigger than the bomb that leveled Hiroshima, in your palm. Imagine trying to toast bread with that kind of precision. Spoiler, it won't be bread anymore.
There's also the hand stability problem. Human muscles aren't exactly precise on the scale of nuclear reactions. One jittery movement, one sneeze, and suddenly your coffee table isn't just hot, it's gone.
Max, controlling fusion with your hands is basically giving humans godlike powers. And historically, humans don't do well with that kind of responsibility.
Now, consider the global implications. If everyone suddenly had the ability to generate energy from their palms, fossil fuels, obsolete, power grids, unnecessary.
Climate change? Averted in theory. But, Max, there's always a but. Fusion is insanely hot.
Literally. Without proper shielding, your friends, pets, and unsuspecting neighbors could be collateral damage. Backyard barbecues turn into backyard supernovas.
Then there's the problem of regulation. Max, imagine the Department of Energy trying to enforce fusion safety permits for individuals.
Sir, can you show me your hand stabilization license? Meanwhile, insurance companies would refuse to insure literally anyone.
Sorry, we don't cover spontaneous thermonuclear events caused by amateur fusion.
But let's assume we somehow master the art. We could power cities, launch spacecraft, even terraform planets using hand-controlled fusion.
Max, astronauts would need oven mitts instead of spacesuits. And imagine kids in science class literally creating miniature suns for experiments. Tiny fusion fireballs rolling across the classroom floor? Safety hazard or new sports league? You decide.
Interestingly, controlling fusion manually would also let humans manipulate matter in creative ways. Max, want to forge diamonds instantly? Or vaporize your unwanted homework? The possibilities are endless. Just remember, one wrong flick of the wrist could turn New York City into molten glass.
There's a reason fusion power plants are heavily controlled. And now, suddenly, everyone's a walking power plant.
On a personal level, Max, your daily energy bills would disappear forever. Heat, electricity, transportation fuel, all in your hands. But this also raises philosophical questions.
How much power is too much? When does convenience cross the line into disaster?
History suggests that humans are not great at limiting themselves. And fusion in the palms of everyone's hands? Chaos theory would have a field day. In conclusion, Max, hand-controlled fusion sounds like a dream. Until it isn't. While it could solve the world's energy crisis, enable interstellar travel, and let us play with the fundamental forces of nature, it also turns humans into walking, talking thermonuclear hazards. Maybe it's better to leave fusion to the labs and lasers, and keep our hands for high fives, snacks, and the occasional dramatic gesture. P.S. Max, if this ever becomes real, remember one rule. Fusion is fun, but fusion in the wrong hands? Not so much. Handle with extreme caution.